Oh, welcome back to my vlog. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. I like to compete in bodybuilding competitions. I used to do bikini for quite a few years. I believe my first show was 2015. But as of last year, when Fit Model was introduced, I switched the category. Obviously, I'm not an overly muscled person. And it's been a lot of fun. There have been lots of ups and downs, growth, change, doubts, super happy times, right? Where you're like right in your groove. It's been very good. So if you watched my last vlog, I am getting ready to go to my next dermatologist appointment. I wish I was going for Botox or like something fun like that. But I'm going, as it is Cancer Awareness Month, I am going to have her look at some nefarious cells on my lips and decide what we're gonna do. Because as I've discussed earlier, I am not doing that cream again. It was far too impactful on my life in general and my health. So we're gonna come up with something else, right? We don't have to settle for like the first, second, or even third option in life. We are worth opening our mouths and asking for what we want, right? Yeah. That being said, I'm nervous, which is why I turned the camera on, because I'm like, I could nervously clean my house. My house is clean enough right now. Yeah, I'm nervous. Right? I had my check-in this morning though with James, and so that was really good. We didn't change anything. He said, keep up the great work. So that's always a huge compliment from him. So I feel like we're on the right track still. We're looking at potentially, let me open my phone here. What is it roughly? It is like, to be more accurate, it's 15, 16 weeks. I'm like 15 weeks. 15 weeks Thursday. So 15 weeks, and I'm excited about it. Also, whatever we do with my lips, I really want it to be done and for me to feel good in time for me to compete, right? I really do. I know I've waffled back and forth, like, I don't know, whatever happens, happens. This is true because I cannot control everything. Also, I just like to get in, get it done, and get back to my life, okay? I had my last meal, which is the most amazing bagel. And then my husband makes me these chicken burgers. They're to die for. This week he made them a little spicy. That's okay, just makes me drink more water. I don't know what was going on with my dogs this week because I'm working from home. They'll have like a day where they don't bark at people, and then they'll have another day where they're like little maniacs. Last night, one of my lovely clients was wearing these beautiful wide leg trouser jeans when she came in, and they like thought that'd be fun to try and grab them, and I was horrified. So, well, here she comes, because she knows she's being talked about, like they're so smart, which means I know I don't want you to do that anymore. So that's one of the big things we're working on. A couple of my friends right now are taking their dogs to dog obedience training, which I think would be great. Also, it's kind of really situational, right? It's like when clients come to our house, because for years my husband has been encouraging them to bark when his friends come over. Oh, I know, you're so excited, your best friend's here and all that, which is super cute because they are very excited. And they bark like that when we come home too, right? So I don't really know what the answer is. If you have ideas, please let me know. And I'm gonna go finish getting ready, drink some more water. I don't know, my appointment's at 1:30 in the afternoon. And so a lot of times when my appointment's later like this in the day, because she is such a great doctor, she tends to run late. So I'm taking my earbuds with me. I hope I can get to my next client after that on time. Hey, Shashi. I know she's just looking at me like, Mom, who are you talking to? Anyway, that's what we're gonna do. It's a beautiful day. I walked around the lake twice. I'm gonna like the baby goslings, like the Canada geese, like the cute little, they're out. I'm gonna put a video of them after this next. And yeah, they're so adorable. But the geese, oh my goodness, that like, and rightfully so. I give them a very wide berth, but they still don't like it when you're even anywhere in the vicinity of their babies. So they kind of hiss like that, like how a cobra does. And I find it very scary. A lot of people don't seem like they think it's scary or not, but I don't like it. Anyway, that's what's going on. I'll let you know what happens after my appointment. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Right, it's out of my hands. Anyway, I'll see you in the next clip.
Oh, I'm so excited. Their cutie little babies are out. But this is also where these little cobra birds are super aggressive, so I keep my distance. So I had my dermatologist appointment and we burned off quite a few of my DSAP marks on my body. I don't know if you can see. There weren't that many this time. There were maybe 70 burn marks on mostly my arms and legs. So that's really good because there have been up to a couple hundred, and that's kind of hard to recover from. So if you're not wearing your sunscreen, as this is Cancer Awareness Month, be aware. Sunscreen it up, bitches. The other thing, so because my lips have been treated now 3 times with the chemo cream, and it keeps coming back, what we're going to do next is we are going to, so she's sending me to a cosmetic surgeon that I've seen before who has taken these nefarious things off of my body, just to make sure we know exactly what we're dealing with. And then, because I guess different types of nefarious things spread differently, they grow at different depths. So we need to know what we're dealing with exactly, because previously I've had squamous cell and basal cell, which thankfully, while not optimal, typically slower growing until they hit a certain point, right? So I'm very thankful for that. And then from there, we will decide then with the plastic surgeon how much of my lips need to be removed. I know it seems like I got certain kinds of emotions, and I do. While my intellect says it is what it is Michelle Pants, the other part of me is like, you don't really want that. Also, I don't want the consequence because it's already there. It's already there. So anything we do moving forward, right, is betterment of what's there. So I'm trying to put that in perspective. I did cancel. I did ask my clients that were to come after my appointment today to reschedule, because I know that currently I am not my best, and they're going to come tomorrow. That way I can give them the treatment that they deserve, and my focus is on them and their skin, and not processing. Like right now, it's like I have the apple, the thinking. Kind of, that's what's going on, and that's okay. That's normal, right? So we're doing that. So yeah, I talked to my coach. He's like, let me know what's going on. I talked to him this morning about it, but I haven't let him know since what's going on. So I'm going to message him right now and let him know it's shaking bacon. And truthfully, a girl got on stage with a cast. Another most amazing bikini competitor competes with a prosthetic on her arm. Who the fuck cares if my lips are, like, who cares? Who cares? I'm probably the only one that cares. Perspective's everything, I guess, right? Anyway, I have been in bed luxuriating. My dogs have since abandoned me when my husband got home from work, watching, of course, true crime. Tomorrow's cardio, posing, my form of stretching, belly dance, and then a work day. I'm looking forward to it. I'm here for it. And yeah, lots of love. See you soon. I'm just going to turn my volume down on this. I deal with women 99% women all day, every day. And looking back at my history, when I heard this quote on Dateline, it was like, troubled relationships make women look troubled. Let's let that sink in for a minute. Because when I had been in a troubled relationship, I looked like I was the troubled girl. Mm-hmm. This is an unfortunate angle, also. Right? Like, isn't that crazy? I'm sure it's the same for men. If men are in a troubled relationship, they appeared like the troubled one. But I can assure you, those years when I was in a troubled relationship, I appeared like the troubled one, like the target patient. Like, she's crazy. No wonder, blah, 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 XYZ, blah, blah. Right? But take the troubled relationship out. Guess what? Bitch, fine. And I bet you are too. Lots of love. If you're going through anything like this, I'm not trying to make light of this. I just have to make light of this for myself. Right? A lot of us find, I'm going to call it bodybuilding because it's like pushing your body to an extreme, a limit, finding control of chaos, finding normalcy within like the irrational. And that's where we find this, right? That's where we find calm, rationale. 1, 2, 3. Right? We find all the things. So I'm not minimizing it. 0 chance of 0. So you find you're going through something. What you girl or boy? Here. You message me. You message me on Instagram. I'll always get back to you. Ain't that cool? I don't have that many friends. Anyway. Yeah. Kind of shocked me. Anyway. Alright, so I just got out of the shower. As you can tell, my hair's still wet. And did my cardio this morning. I'm gonna make one of my breakfasts. This is my favorite. I'm gonna show you how I make it because today I'm gonna make it savory, but a lot of times I like it sweet. So when I like it sweet, I put some Splenda, vanilla, lots of cinnamon. That's my favorite. Today though, I am craving something savory. So we're gonna put 1 egg. 1 whole egg is currently on my regime. And then we're gonna put a cup of egg whites. And I'm gonna mix in some Italian seasoning. And you know this about me, I never measure anything, well, except for things that are on my diet. Spices, I don't have recipes, I just kind of wing it. Then we're gonna put, I like things spicy. So we're gonna mix in also some chili peppers and then it's 30 grams of oatmeal, which I know is this much. Mix it in, let it sit for a minute. I like when my pan is like really, really ready for this recipe because if not, it's, I don't know, it doesn't really cook right. So what happened yesterday, I went to my dermatologist appointment and because my lips haven't responded how we thought they were going to when we'd done the previous chemo cream treatment on them, and they keep like
damage on my lips keeps showing up in the same places. So what we're gonna do next is I'm going to see a plastic surgeon, and he's first of all going to biopsy it again just to make sure we know exactly what we're dealing with, what kind of stuff we're dealing with, and then we'll go in, and then that way he kind of knows like how deep to remove the tissue, how much to get rid of. So yeah, when I came home last night, when I was leaving there, honestly, I was pretty sad, obviously. Like I knew that was gonna be the result, but knowing something in our heads and talking about it is different than a doctor looking at you and going, yeah, you need to see the plastic surgeon, right? And then we burnt off, it was less than 100, which was good, of precancerous spots on my body. So that was definitely a win. It was definitely a win. So that was a win. There's not that many more scars on my skin. And yeah, so that should be just about ready. So I'm going to pour this in. Now, I didn't add my salt and pepper yet because I like to add it to the pan once I pour everything in. Ooh, ooh. It's gonna be so good, so good. I'm actually gonna make them ahead for the next day also. So while that's doing its thing, there we go. I am going to get my next one ready because I like this recipe better, whether I make it sweet or savory, when my oatmeal sits longer in the eggs because they kind of, it turns out fluffier, which is awesome. Ooh, gotta have just enough to make 2. So I have one already made in the refrigerator that's sweet. And so I'll have one savory for today and then an extra one so that I have Saturday, Sunday covered so I don't have to make them every day. Yeah. Hopefully the plastic surgeon's office calls me right away. Typically in the past, he has called, like his office is amazing. They're such great human beings there. They called the one time, I think it was within a day, right? So hopefully they call today and can get me in. I'm gonna put these things away, I'll be good. So now I'm gonna message James because he wanted to know, obviously he wants to know what they said, just in case it changes my year. And I was doing some more thinking. I'm thinking like most of my stuff I use is great value because, I mean, why wouldn't I? So what if I go on stage and my lips are, I don't know what they're gonna look like. So let's say they're scabby, let's say that's the worst, right? I don't think anyone's gonna notice or care. And I say that in a positive way because yes, it's a whole package, yes, okay? But when you look and see that lovely bikini competitor who has that silver prosthetic, that hasn't stopped her from doing anything. The lady that won a show last year and she changed her boot cast into a heel. Like, these things just are what they are. And there are a lot of things we can do with makeup, right, to fix things and cover things. And I'm not comparing this to what they had going on, but I'm just saying, like, I think I've been overthinking it. I think I've just been overthinking it. And so we're just gonna go with it. So this is gonna take another minute or so. And I'll show you when it's done cooking. So now it's flippable. I'm gonna turn it over and show you what it looks like. I cannot wait to eat it. Oh, is it ready? Maybe it's not. Oh, no, it's ready to flip. Okay. This is always like the tricky part for me because I don't want to crack it. Let's see if I can hold this up. Kind of turned it. so yummy. So, so good. So now that I've got it turned over, they're kind of labor intensive, which is why I try to make a couple at a time. This one looks like it's gonna be so fluffy. So I give it a couple minutes on this side and then turn it over. I can't wait. As I'm standing here watching this cook, I'm like, wouldn't it be so good to have this with some bacon, maybe some hash browns on the side? I'm actually like that kind of breakfast girl, but I think that would be really delicious if your macros can hold it. So now we'll flip it over. And I like these because they're so portable. When I go to the gym, sometimes after I go do my cardio or I'll go meet friends or I have errands to do, right? Pharmacies, prescriptions, blah, blah, all the things. And what I do is I put these in one of my big baggies with some paper towel. And yeah, they're so portable. I don't have to heat them up. They're absolutely friggin' delicious. They almost taste like, I don't know, there's like any other breakfast pastry, right? Anyway, I'll see you in the next clip. So this is what it looks like, fully made, delicious. And I let it cool down. You can pop it in a bag and take it anywhere with you. I am, old lady problems. I am living my best life. I am meal prepping the foods. I got the proteins all lined up. Why is it my best life ever? I am watching the Miami Pro Show live streaming. I just saw all the queens out there in bikini. This is like the perfect thing to do while you're meal prepping, right? It's like, don't skimp on the protein, don't skimp on the carbs. Sometimes you can be tempted to like, oh, I know my coach wants me to eat that much, but I don't know. But it's like, no, you gotta get them, right? Hopefully, I think that model's up next, and I cannot wait. I've paused it just to share, and then I'll show you some of my meals. Because I had to change up some of my protein, my carbs. I'm not, like the last 2 weeks, you've heard me say, like, I'm kind of, I don't want to say becoming food motivated, but I think it's time for me to change. I'm typically a mono eater, but I've been mono eating for so long that I'm like, no, we need to change some things. So that's what I'm doing. Anyway, I am literally living my best life right now. I'm live streaming the Miami Pro Show.
74.
Here it comes.
75.
Live judging, and I'm meal prepping. Does life get any better than this?
88,
I don't think so. It was also glute day today.
94.
Cardio. Oh my god! Geek mode is even more activated. Like, obviously, Carrie Sexton. Oh my god. She looks so good. Laura Lee. Amy. Of course. Okay? But have you guys seen Issa Pacini? I might be a bit biased, just saying. But she looks so bubbly and like, I've heard people say alien-esque with her little bitty tiny waist, but I'm rooting for her. Not that I'm picking favorites. It is a competition though, right? I'm kind of picking favorites.
During the experiment that they conducted, it only took 6 to 12 seconds.
My morning walks are such a space of solace for me, and just absolutely so much joy with the wildlife, the itty bitty duckies there. They're my favorite. I actually just can't believe how tiny they are. These little goslings are much bigger now, and their caregivers are very, very protective. A little bit aggressive, but they're so cute how they try and like, okay, get in the water, get in the water. I know you can do it. Get in the water. Well, good morning. I'm waiting for my first client of the day. Okay, I see 11 clients today. Yesterday, however, the surgeon's office called me about my lips, and
I get to go this morning. So it's wild how things work sometimes. I actually have like a 2-hour break. So that'll give me time to get to the other side of the city, see him. I think he's gonna biopsy a piece so that we know exactly what's going on and that they know kind of what procedure to do to take best care of my lips. But yeah, I'm nervous. But I was talking to my mom last night. I was like, Mom, I'm nervous, but I'm more excited than I am nervous. So my husband's gonna meet me there. And yeah, so we'll see what happens. I'll let you know. My appointment with the plastic surgeon was yesterday. First thing I want to say that I'm super thankful that I got in to be seen right away and that we have our plan made. I'm not really sure how it's gonna work for the rest of the year leading into when I'm hoping to compete. Or even my summer vacation, right? We go to Vegas in August and all that good stuff. I'm really thankful that I'm able to move my body and I'm healthy in those ways. But there's always a but, right? I cannot get any zero sun, zero on my lips. And I always wear my lip sun protection. I always wear my hat when I'm outside. I love to be outdoors. I love to walk. There's a beautiful lake near us. I love to be out there. And so it was really weird for me, right? So I wear big glasses when I'm out. You've probably seen the videos, and a big hat, and I wear a UV sun protection shirt. Not this one. This one's just linen. And I've got it right down up. It's down up to here. Down covers my hands, and it just is how I have to protect my skin because of my skin disorder and the amount of skin cancers that I've had removed, right? Just trying to preserve, right? And especially the sun, if it gets on my lips, it hurts so badly. The wind even hurts it, right? So I found I was outside today and a little bit like, when I look at people like, and they're walking in no hats, no sunglasses, they're cutie little like tank tops and everything, like little green-eyed monster within me was like rare, and sometimes then I would flop between so jealous that I'm like, oh my God, don't you know you get skin cancer? I didn't know, like when I was your age, back to like, oh my God, maybe you're one of those lucky ones that aren't gonna get it. And then I was jealous of that. And then back and forth, feeling sorry for myself, and on and on and on. Thankfully, after that, I had my therapy session, and she said, I'm processing it very well, but I have ordered this facial protection thing that goes with my hat. So it's actually a physical block that I'll hang from my hat to completely protect my lips, because I won't get they're gonna biopsy my lips just to make sure we know exactly what they're dealing with. I thought they were gonna do it yesterday, so I was all geared up for it. And the surgeon, I know he was trying to be polite or positive. He's just like, oh, 1 second. So he was trying to be super positive, and he's like, Michelle, don't worry, it's just dry skin. I'm like,
Let's see how much to charge somebody like.
as like thank you, but I'm pretty sure I know what dry lips feel like or what they look like, and I don't think that's it. So I thought internally, like, felt like I was being gaslit, even though I knew he was trying to be positive. So that was a process that I was going through. So in 2 weeks, we're going to take some out of here. He won't take it out of the bottom lip because it's impossible to have it on the upper and bottom. I'm like, well, I don't technically have lip cancer. I have skin cancer on my lips. So it is possible. And my dermatologist thinks that's what it is, right? So I was like, Michelle, don't say anything. Don't say anything. And I'm like, why didn't you say anything? Anyway, so we're going to get that good biopsy taken in the hospital in 2 weeks. Then it takes 4 to 5 weeks to get the results back. So that will take us to end of July. So probably the soonest they could get me in to have it cut off, removed, shaved, whatever they're gonna do, will take me to the 2nd week of August. We go to Vegas the 3rd week of August, and I wanna compete September, I think it's the 12th. So this is just gonna continue to get worse. Do I nurse it as well as I can and just whatever? If it could wait that long, why can't it wait a couple more weeks and I can compete and I can have fun, right? Because I don't want this little skin-ish
to take more from me. I already can't enjoy the sun like I really want to in my outdoor activities, right? I like hiking, I like biking, I like all the things. So I already have to alter that, right? I'm wearing ridiculous clothing. I feel like people are like, what's with her? But then my mom reassured me that there are a lot of people all over the world that cover themselves like that. So that helped me feel better. And then I'm like, like I said earlier, like I feel like I could compete even if I had fucked up lips. Okay, I don't think it's that bad. As long as the smile is there, right? I don't know. I have my check, today's like Thursday, I have my check-in with my coach on Monday. So then we're gonna like hear what he has to say and what he thinks, because clearly I've got time. So we'll just maybe see how it progresses. I'll pop a little picture up here somewhere so you can see. And I want to get back to my training. Tomorrow is like just a little bit of cardio. Today was a glutes hamstring day. Whew, I feel gassed after I did some running around. Or like I said earlier this morning, I came out, I had to have a nap before I work. And so I work now and like for maybe only 4 hours, which will be not that bad, but oof, your girl needed a nap. It was good. So then tomorrow is mostly cardio, back at full shoulder Saturday, and I am looking so forward to it. So I may or may not add more to this. Likely not. Anyway, I hope you, if you're in your training, your goals, your endeavors, you're doing really well and you're having so much fun. And remember that things that come up in life, I think everything's figure outable, right? We have to look at, if I want this, I have to give up this. If I do this, then this. Like there's always like the pros and cons of everything. We just have to figure out what's truly important to us. Like, do I want to walk around like a dork? No, I sure the hell don't. But you know what? I really want to be outside in nature. So I guess I'm going to walk around looking like a dork. So if you see me out there, I'll dress like a fool, just say hi. Anyway, lots of love. If you stuck around, like hope you enjoyed watching it. I put on YouTube videos a lot just to, I don't say for background noise, but it kind of calmed me down. I like hearing what other people are going through. Maybe it's the voyeur in me. I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you soon. This is about 15 weeks out, practicing my posing, working on just hitting the basics, feet equal, all this stuff.